The offices of President of the Westchester Putnam Association of Realtors and Empire Access Multiple Listing Service are the highest trusts of the memberships. You'll become much more than the highest ranking officials of those organizations. In many ways, you'll become the inspiration and spirit of the membership, reflecting the best that is in our profession and elevating the organizations to their highest potential. I know from personal experience that it is a wonderful journey upon which you embark, and I am proud to have the honor of formally commencing it for you. Please raise your right hand. Hands. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that you will fulfill the duties of the office of the President to which you have been elected, to the best of your ability and judgment, and in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of the Westchester Putnam Association, the Empire Access MLS, and the New York State and National Associations of Realtors? That you will observe and enforce the Realtor Code of Ethics, and that you will uphold and support the enforcement of the real estate license law of New York.
I do.
That you will in all acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and that you will do your utmost to promote and safeguard the best interests of the members of the Westchester Putnam Association of Realtors, the Empire Access Multiple Listing Service, and a family of realtor organizations. Do you so subscribe?
Yes.
And by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now proclaim you to be officially installed as president of your respective organizations. Congratulations.
Hank, you were looking for your notes? Oh. We got a lot of housekeeping. First of all, Gary, congratulations. Most of you don't realize that Gary and I actually sat next to each other for a number of years at a small firm, Nelson Gorman GMAC Real Estate, which is no longer in existence, but so great to share these honors with you. Thank you, Gary. Now, I know I stand between you and dinner, but Gil told me, and I'm like Pavlov's dog, when I'm told to do something, I do it, to prepare a 15-minute speech. Hey, Gil, they're turning already. So let me speed through it. Thank you for sharing this special evening with me and my family. Hank Fries, our most recent past president of the NYSAR, was the only choice to offer the oath of office, and one I sincerely and personally appreciate. A number of special thank yous are due. First, I would like to take this moment to thank Leah Carroll for her 2 wonderful years of leadership. Leah? Leah took on this responsibility in one of the most challenging markets and was capable of achieving a number of remarkable advances, including the merger with the Putnam board, undertaking a strategic plan, and planning the transitioning of the CEO position for the coming year. Leah, thank you. A couple of other active committee members will not be part of the WPAR board next year and will be truly missed. Eileen Barrett, the Vice President, Putnam, who has moved on to be part of the Empire Access MLS. Thank you for your year of service. And some of you may not know, Eileen was a major player in the merger of our boards. And again, thank you so much for that. Marcine, I'm going to really miss you. No. Marcine was our Secretary-Treasurer this past year and a major contributor to many of the Executive Committee activities. Marcine will remain active as part of the Communications Committee, plus some other roles that I will be announcing in the next month or two. I've had some discussions already with Gil, and please keep in mind when you read in depth in the next issue, we've got something planned. There have been a number of changes to the Board of Directors, and we welcome... Okay.
I'm sorry.
missed it. And we welcome the new directors and wish the very best to the members that did not return this year, but offer a sincere thank you for your service. Our association has been enhanced these past years by your commitment to volunteering and serving on behalf of your fellow realtors. Volunteering is an activity that seems to be losing its support in so many parts of our society. However, our colleagues in real estate seem to recognize the importance and do volunteer, whether as part of the organization or in many communities, not-for-profits. Realtors are truly committed to making their communities better, and it is not just about increasing the sphere of influence to improve business. Many are the unsung heroes that deliver meals to the shut-ins, help in building houses for needy families, serve on not-for-profit boards, and a long list of activities that make life better for the less fortunate, aged, and disabled. We, the real estate community, are a giving community. One thing that we must do, those of us who are at this event, is reach out to our colleagues and invite them to participate in this association. We have many opportunities that could be benefiting from that person that is part of your office and just waiting to be asked to join a committee. The more realtors involved in the lobbying efforts in Albany, John Copeland, I'm doing your pitch for you, attend a board meeting, share their ideas on improving our association, attend a realtor political action committee program, the better our association will be. Speaking of the RPAC, we as an association need to contribute more to keep our issues in front of the legislators that decide on the legislation that impacts our profession. We have had many successes, but it does not just happen. We need to influence the thinking in the county office building, the state capitol, and in Washington, D.C. by attending Lobby Day, attend the fundraisers and dinners that provide face-to-face time, and contributing to the candidates that advocate on the issues that support our industry. Think that could happen if the mortgage deduction were to be removed. Think what last year would have been like without the tax incentive for housing. Think where we would be if the tax cap was to be adopted. Just think how we can influence the housing market if we all participate. As we move into 2011, we have many promising programs to look forward to, many changes to anticipate, and many challenges to take on. Our budget looks promising for 2011, and we'll be reading about that in a future issue of Real Estate in Depth. Our education program has many wonderful classes already scheduled. Our Communication Council is setting plans for the new year. The CID has already begun their programming for 2011 with Mayor Phil McConey of Yonkers speaking at their first meeting. One of the items that we have already addressed is the transitioning of our CEO position in 2012. Gil Mercurio has led this organization for more than 30 years with professionalism that many other boards and associations could only imagine. We have truly benefited by his wisdom, political knowledge, and capable management. Gil, thank you so very much. Gil, you're going to be sorely missed. However, Gil and his management style and role selected a truly capable young man years ago, Richard Haggerty, to work for our organization. Richard has grown under Gil's leadership and become a nationally recognized deputy executive officer. A natural succession was apparent to the executive committee of both WPAR and the Empire Access MLS. We are blessed to have Richard as our next CEO, just as we were to attract Gil as our CEO so many years ago. Richard, look forward to it. We truly are in good hands when Richard takes over in January 2012. Gil will remain on in a consulting role in 2012. Our next challenge will be to find the right person to take over the professional standards position that Richard has so ably provided this past year. Lastly, I must offer a very special thank you to Betty Graessle, my wife of 43 years, who makes every day special for me. She has been a supporter of my taking on responsibilities that keep me away from home more than normal. I'm not sure what's going on when I'm not there. Betty has become a nanny twice this summer, and between her new role as a grandmother, and she is an accomplished commercial artist and fine artist, and a volunteer to a number of community organizations. She remains a very active person in her own right. Again, all of you here, my colleagues from Better Homes and Gardens ran Realty, and Betty didn't know she wore green. That's like a real Better Homes and Gardens green. The cooperating agents that I've had the pleasure to work with over the years, fellow board and executive committee members, and fellow WPAR and EAMLS members, thank you for making this night special. Lastly, I'm going to pick up a little bit on what Leah said. I want to thank Mother Nature for taking the night off and not dumping any more snow on us. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Michael, thank you. What a wonderful speech. We look forward to your presidency. Mr. Leogrande, President of the Empire Access MLS. I'm still not used to saying that. You have to excuse me. You're up.
Thank you. Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for coming. It's been a true privilege and honor for me to serve as a Empire Access MLS president this past year. I'm looking forward to 2011 as well. I've been in this business for a while. I remember the days when I first got in the business when our hot sheets came in the mail. And every day we waited for the post person to show up with the hot sheet for the new listings and price changes from the previous day. And that's how I got in this business. Things have changed. We had MLS books, and we had to share them in an office, and you had to grab it and hope that you could go through it with your prospects. So interesting times. Our technology obviously has moved in a totally different direction, and the complexity of the issues that the MLS deals with on a regular basis are quite astonishing and sometimes awe-inspiring. So it's been a wonderful ride. I've served in a number of different capacities in this organization over the years as a director for WCBR on Rules Committee, Technology Committee, committees choosing the various MLSs, professional standards, and all have been exciting and really wonderful additions to my career. So I've enjoyed it immensely, and I'm really privileged to serve as the MLS president right now. The one thing I want to throw out there to the audience is I'd like to encourage all of you to go back to your offices and your organizations and look for some leadership within those organizations who you think might benefit from participating on a regular basis with this organization. And invite them to come to one of our board of directors meetings, whether it be Mike's, the Association of Realtors Board of Directors meeting, or the MLS Board of Directors meeting, and let them sit in and observe and see what we do and see if that's a way for them to maybe get that spark of interest that maybe they'd like to step up and volunteer for a committee or possibly serve on the directors in the future. So, again, I really just want to thank you for the opportunity to serve and be your president this year. If any of you have any pointers for me or tips or directions you'd like us to take this organization in, don't be shy. You can reach me and contact me through the association or the MLS, and I look forward to just serving and helping you folks grow your businesses and prospering in 2011. So thank you.
Thank you, Gary. We look forward to your presidency this year.